Now can't you stop? Now can't you stop? Now can't you stop? Can't you signal? Oh, I'm stopping you there, Bill. And how many faults do you think you're going to make?
None.
How you feeling?
I don't know. I think that was a bit mad.
Hey guys, welcome to Dylan's 14th driving lesson. We've been sticking to 1 hour lessons, so he's had 13 hours, and today is the 28th of June, which means we have around 12 days until Dylan's actual test day. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Yeah,
Still nervous.
12 days doesn't sound like a lot, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't been following Dylan's journey, obviously we announced his test date, which is on the 10th of July, and yeah, we've crammed in lessons every day or every other day, and yeah, trying to get him ready. Last lesson, what did we do?
We did the science last lesson, innit?
Yeah, following the signs, yeah. Okay, so getting you more independent with everything. Yeah. You're driving independently, yeah. And guys, Dylan, I think Dylan's picked stuff up really well, and for someone who's only done 13 hours, is doing brilliantly. Yeah, like two reasons why we've got to this level quite quickly. One, just like I mentioned, doing lessons very close together definitely helps, yeah, rather than spacing them out. And the other thing is, Dylan, what have you been using?
The ultimate driving course. So
yeah, ultimate driving course. So basically, like today, we said we're going to cover the reverse parallel parking maneuver,
yeah.
And I'm not going to explain anything to him. We're going to go straight into it because Dylan's watched the videos, he explains all the reference points, how much you're supposed to steer, when you're supposed to steer. So I'm going to talk him through it once or twice, then yeah, hopefully he can take full responsibility and do it himself. So any of you that are learning to drive, make sure you download the Ultimate Driving Course app. So yeah, let's start off with the reverse parallel parking, and then I don't think that's going to take all lesson. Yeah, okay. If we do have time, I think the other thing we should do roundabouts, because the roundabouts, there's never enough lessons. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do big roundabouts, like I said, if we get time, which I think we will. Like, in my experience, the parallel parking doesn't take too long. Right. Any questions before we start?
No.
So driving wise, how much help am I going to give you?
What, as in like driving?
Yeah.
I think I'm quite independent driving, so minimal, unless I'm doing like.
How much would you say? 0 is no help, 10 is just talk me through everything.
About 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Not bad. We need to get that to a 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've got to say, okay, Pin, just keep your mouth shut. Let me drive. So you got full responsibility apart from when we start the maneuver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that blind spot check, yeah.
Yeah.
You did do it, but why am I pointing that out now?
Because I didn't get off in time, so I had to put the clutch out.
Yeah. So what should you have done?
Add another.
What could have happened in that time?
Car could have come in.
Yeah, there's a car in the driveway here, could have easily moved out, and that was in our blind spot area. Right, let's go find a parked car on a quiet road, do the maneuver with. Let's just use this parked car, yeah. Right, there's
This
no
white one in front.
Yeah, there's no one behind us, yeah. So just pull up next to the car for me. Normally the examiner will ask you to park up, yeah. And then explain the maneuver before you start. Bit more forward. That's it. Stop there. That's a really good distance. Select the reverse gear for me quickly. That's it. The reason why we get reverse gear quickly, do you know why?
To tell the oncoming cars that were reversed.
That's it. So what happens when you get reverse gear? What happens at the back of the car?
The lights go on in it.
Yeah, brilliant. Good. So now do all your observations. Check all around. Okay. Do you remember what the first reference point was that I explained in the video?
The back wheel, as straight as it goes past the car.
Yeah, you judge it through this window here, yeah. So start reversing now. So, can you still see the car there?
No.
Has it disappeared?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say, kind of?
No, I can't see it.
Okay, good. Yeah. So now, okay, there's a car coming from behind, yeah. You want to see what it's doing. You can either stop for us or you can overtake. They've stopped, so start. Do you turn to the left now? No, move the car. Biting point. Steer quickly, 110. Slow it down. Check your right blind spot. That's it. And carry on. Look at the back as well. Keep your steering wheel straight. Remember, it's one exact turn. That's it. Now in this mirror here, keep reversing. And what's happening to the road? Is it getting more or less?
Narrowing.
That's
Getting
it.
less.
Do you remember the triangle that I showed in the video?
Yeah, it's a little bit of road in it there.
Yeah. How much road can you see there now?
Little bit.
Is that the tiniest bit? If you go back anymore, will it disappear?
There, yeah.
Okay, remember that point? Yeah, we're going to see if it works. Now, check all around. Is it safe? Get the biting point for me. No. Get the biting point. See, the car's gone forward a bit now. Stop at your point again. Get the biting point now. Keep your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
That's it now. When you come off the brake, do 2 quick turns to the right. Off the brake. Okay. Clutch down. Okay, steer more. Okay, stop there. You've already done 1 turn. Yeah, get the biting point. Hold it there. Come off the brake now. Do 1 quick turn. One more. Slow it down. Clutch down. Clutch down. Clutch down. Okay, and keep reversing now. So obviously our control could have been a lot better, yeah? But carry on. Okay, stop there. So the final reference point is the back door handle.
Off the curb, innit?
Well done, good. So tell me when that comes off the curb.
Off the curb.
Brilliant. So that's your straightening up one, yeah? So we did 1 turn to the left, then we did 2 to the right, and now we
1, 2, 1. So back that way.
No.
This way, innit?
That's it, good.
Just one, innit?
Okay, so again, so you know earlier on I was telling you to keep your foot on the brake and get the biting point because we were doing it for a second, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean bring the clutch up too high. So while your foot's on the brake, because otherwise, you know, if you come off the brake and then try and get the biting point, the car's going to go forward, because of the dip in the road.
Yeah.
So quickly get the biting point, but not above the bite. That's it, yeah? And now come off the brake, the car won't roll forward now. That's it. If it's not moving, bring it up a tiny bit more, and which way you're going to steer?
Left one.
Yeah, 1 quick turn. That's it. Straighten your wheel, keep it straight. That's it. Good. Keep reversing. And bit more. Bit more. Stop there now. That's it. So you've got enough space to drive back out, yeah? Okay, secure the car for me. Right, how do you think that went?
First go, I think I rushed off the clutch, so I think that's what messed it up a bit. I think if I ease off the clutch next go,
so you know that
more smoother.
Yeah. Okay, so just that, you know that second reference point we got, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the most important reference point. Yeah. So that determines if you finish too close or too far from the curb. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the second reference point, how much road could you see in that mirror?
Literally a little bit.
That's it. So you can always stick to the reference because we saw that work for you. Yeah. If we did end up really close, would have kept a bit more next time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here our speed was a bit too quick and the steering was slow. Yeah. And we still end up okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a perfect distance. Yeah. Even if you finish slightly wider than that, yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
You don't have to be dead close to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna try it again, and again this time, shall I continue helping you?
No, I'll give it a go myself this time.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a 1, 2, 1 in it.
Yeah, 1, 2, 1. But look, don't try and do it all in like we do the bait block. Yeah. Don't do it all in one quick movement. Stop at every reference point. Have a think. Yeah. 1, 2, 1. Slow it down. Okay, not that slow. Well done.
I'm doing something wrong?
Oh no. Why? Because I'm looking at you.
Yeah, you're looking there and
So I'm looking at you to make sure you're doing your checks and that.
Yeah. That's the first check.
Someone to say that to me. What are you looking at me for? It's like, it's not just part of my job. Well done. Where else are you going to look? Sorry. Now remember, this is the most important reference point. So if this lady was any closer, yeah, well, she's getting close now, yeah. So just stop the car here. Any pedestrian walking towards the direction that your car's going, yeah, stop, let them pass. What I call the danger zone. A couple of meters either side of your car.
Yeah.
So again, whenever you stop in any maneuver and you're going to move off again, yeah, check all around. Good. How was that, you think?
I think my reference point was just a tiny bit off for that one because I think we're closer to the road now.
Yeah, you think you're a bit more further?
Yeah,
You're a bit more further in than before, but like I said, this gap is a perfect gap. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Rather you have this much gap than we get a reference point that finishes dead close because we've got a bit of space for like error there. Yeah. Okay. So even if you did mess up your reference point to go a bit too quick, yeah, you'll still end up not touching the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do touch the curb, then we just go forward and readjust. Yeah. Okay. But that was very, very impressive. You know, for your second attempt, wanting to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right. That's the benefit of revising your reference points.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try it once more?
Yeah.
When you're doing your observations, make sure they're effective observations actually taken. Yes, someone's there. No, it's safe. Yeah. So, see, there are people behind you. So we could have applied the signal there.
Yeah.
Good. Right, take your time with it. Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing at all on this one. What do you reckon?
I think that goal was a bit better, you know.
Yeah, your reference point, you know, the previous time you said as well, yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's a bit off, yeah, and you got to be 100% that it's how much? How much did you say it was?
Like literally a little bit. Yeah.
Was it the same?
It was a bit less this time.
You got to make sure your body position's normal. Like, it's still, even though I'm saying this, yeah, this position, this would be a pass on your driving test, yeah? Okay? But you got to make sure that reference point is exactly the same every time.
Yeah.
Okay? How do you feel about this maneuver?
It's not that bad, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the other one.
The bay park?
Yeah, bay parking.
Okay, cool. Your bay parking wasn't too bad either.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I would say is, the downside of having reference points,
Yeah.
obviously we've seen the benefits of reference points.
Yeah,
You know, if you use them well, you learn maneuvers
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah, but the downside of it is, so you know when you did your first turn,
Yeah.
you did do your checks before your hand, but then after that you were just staring here for your reference point.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as you do that first turn and you start moving, that reference point's not going to come for a good 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Use that time to do your checks again.
check again,
Okay,
yeah.
don't just stare at your reference point. But when it is time for your reference point, then obviously look out for that.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss your reference point. Yeah. You want to try it again, or are you okay?
Try one more time. But
Yep.
I want to do what you said, and just keep checking my reference point after my second reference point in it.
Okay, that didn't make. Keep checking your reference point.
No. I mean, keep checking.
Your observations, yeah.
Observations, sorry. Yeah.
And then make sure you know that second reference point. It is the tiniest fraction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't let that road disappear out of view. Okay, let's be a bit quicker, Dill, to get in your position. Because look what's happening from behind now. Now, what should you do quickly? Well, luckily, they're turning into a driveway. The car behind. See, if you get your position really slow, people from vehicles from behind can turn up. Okay, so just want to double check, is the reference point the same there?
That's what I forgot. I was thinking, what am I doing?
You know what, actually, leave in reverse gear. Go on, leave in reverse gear. Leave in reverse gear. So you would have carried on. Let's carry on with it. Obviously, what's going to happen now? We're going to end up on the pavement, yeah?
Yeah.
So go on, carry on with it though. 2 quick turns, 2 quick turns. Okay, stop there now, stop. That's it, we're just hitting the curb now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know if you've messed up your reference point, you know you're going to end up hitting the curb. So what you do is, you have 2 options. You can either go back to the start, yeah? Or you can just edge forward a bit and then readjust. So I'm going to teach you how to do that, yeah? So select first gear. Check around, is it safe? Get the biting point ready. Let's move forward as slow as you can and steer to the left as quick as you can. Steer to the left. Okay, put the clutch down. Auto hold. You've actually pressed that. So basically your parking brake comes on automatically after you press the foot brake, yeah? That's why the car wasn't moving for you. Right, check again. So move forward, slowly. Steer all the way to the left. Steer more. Keep going forward. That's it. Stop there. Stop. Select reverse gear. Bring to neutral first. That's it. Check around again. See, whenever you have to readjust, always make sure you look around. Now, move the car slowly. And which way are you going to steer? That's it. Good. Keep it slow. Now, steer more. Steer all the way. Now, look in that mirror there.
Yeah.
So you still got to steer more. You haven't done a. Remember, you full locked here. To take off full lock, it's another turn to the left.
That way, yeah.
Yeah. 1 quick turn. That's the other way. The front tire would have touched the curb there. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you readjust. If you do touch the curb, yeah, edge forward and steer to the left quickly. Okay, that'll move the back of the car away from the pavement, yeah, or away from the curb. Right. So see, this time you were doing the checks really well, but what happened? You passed the most important reference.
I don't know what I was doing there.
Yeah.
Because when I turned off, I was like,
you knew something was missing, but you were just going to carry on with it. Yeah. Okay. So let's give it another go. How do you think that was?
I think that's the best one, you know.
Brilliant. That's what you wanted. Yeah. Okay. But there's no but. So that was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really good. Your observations were bang on there as well. Yeah, you did the observations correctly, and you didn't forget to get that. Look out for your reference point.
Yeah.
Any questions on this?
No.
Yeah. Obviously, like the other move that we did, main aim was for you to get the hang of it. Yeah. Feel like okay, I know how to do it, and just extra practice now. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, like I said, didn't take all the lesson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this now. We're gonna do quite a few big roundabouts. You're gonna drive independently. Yeah. So I'm going to make you follow signs, and then I'm not going to say anything, okay? And we're going to see how many faults you make. It's going to be like mock test style, yeah? And how many faults do you think you're going to make in about what? I'm going to actually take you to the test centre, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's about 15-20 minute journey from here. How many mistakes do you think you're going to make in those 15-20 minutes?
None. Nada. What, as in serious or minor?
Serious.
Serious? Nah, I don't think I will.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure?
I think there'll be a few minors, but I think serious. I think even the ones I did the other day, they're very avoidable, like pretty much avoidable in it.
Cool.
So
yeah. Okay, that's cool. Let's hope you're right then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, at this roundabout, if you could turn right and take the third exit for me, Joe. You know when you moved over to the left, yeah?
Yeah.
How sure were you that that car wasn't about to overtake?
I saw it in the mirror, but yeah, I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, so what should you have done in that situation?
Just stayed in my lane.
Yeah, you should have exited. If you're not sure, don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay? It's good that you admitted that though, yeah?
Yeah.
You checked the mirrors, but you didn't really assess, yeah? And you weren't too sure. If you're not 100%, don't do it, yeah? And just because you're honestly there, I'm not gonna mark that as a serious fault, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the one. You didn't really make him slow down, but you could tell, like, another couple of seconds they would have tried to overtake there, yeah? Now I want you to continue following the signs to Dudley, yeah? So until I say otherwise, just keep looking out for signs and following them to Dudley. Start off in the middle lane, you've gone to the right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Signal right for me. That's it. So you're taking the next exit, yeah?
Yeah.
So which mirrors? Which signal? Which mirrors again, Dil? That's it. So that was your first serious fault there. So you knew Dudley was to the right, yeah? So on the approach, which lane should you have selected?
The right in it.
Yeah, which one did you use?
Middle.
You used the middle. What was the middle lane for there?
Straight on or right?
Yeah, to go straight. Not right. It wasn't
Just straight
right.
on.
It's just for straight on.
Okay.
Okay. Good with your positioning this time, yeah? The other lesson, you kept drifting slightly to the right after entry. I will let you know in advance that the roundabout that's coming up, the markings are quite faint. The left lane is for turning left, okay? And then you've got another 2 lanes. So there's 3 lanes on approach, yeah? But the left one is for left only. Still going towards Dudley. Oh, stopping you there, Dale. Okay, so put the clutch down for me now. And put it into neutral. And now press the button. That's it. You notice any car in that lane?
The one I've just come into now?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, just focus on this side as well, yeah? So just to let you know, you did make 2 serious faults at that roundabout, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll talk about them in a bit. Well done. Okay, so you know at that roundabout, the first fault was pretty obvious, yeah?
Yeah.
There was a car coming, you were about to go, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I had to stop the car for you there. And then the second fault, so you know I said the left lane was for left only, yeah?
Yeah.
Dudley was straight ahead, wasn't he, at that roundabout?
Yeah.
So you had a choice of 2 lanes on
I
the road.
moved over to the right.
Yeah, you can use that right lane for straight ahead, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but then if you started off in the right, which lane should you have stuck to?
The right, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember how we did that last lesson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do we need second gear there? But then what you did was, you moved over to the left. That would have been okay as well. You were checking your mirrors, but there was a red car there,
Yeah.
similar to what happened on the other roundabout. Yeah, but because it happened again, this car was approaching a little bit quicker, I'd say. Yeah. Again, it wasn't anything too drastic, but yeah, those observations, you know, those mirror checks now, they've got to be effective. You got to look and you're going to think, okay, there's a car there, I'm not sure. Stick to your lane.
Yeah.
If you stuck to your lane, you wouldn't have picked up that second serious fault. Okay. Turn right at this roundabout now. No more sign following. So we're turning right at this roundabout, 3rd exit. Then as soon as you exit this roundabout, there's another roundabout we're turning left at. Yeah, right 3rd exit, then left 1st exit. Which signal did you forget on this roundabout?
The right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark that as a serious fault. Yeah, it's a major roundabout and you didn't signal. You know which way we're going here?
What did you say? 1st exit?
Left, yeah. Right, roundabout coming up. We can see the sign ahead. So we're doing these roundabouts now from the other side, yeah? Okay. At the first roundabout, I want you to go straight ahead and take the 2nd exit. And then at the second roundabout, turn right and take the 3rd exit. You got that?
2nd exit and 3rd exit.
Yeah, straight ahead,
Yeah.
2nd exit, then right, 3rd exit. Which way I said?
3rd exit.
Yeah.
On the last one.
Which way did I say though?
3rd exit.
Which way is that though?
All right. yeah.
Okay. See, you know, like I told you in the previous lessons, yeah. Don't just judge a roundabout on the exits, yeah.
Yeah.
Think about which way you're going. You can't use this lane now. Can't use no. Can't use signal. We can go straight ahead now. Second gear. Go here. Signal left. You're in that left lane. You can't use that lane to turn right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you do if you're in the wrong lane, what should you do?
Carry on.
Just go the wrong way.
Yeah, wrong way.
Okay. Like here now, look, left or right. So let's turn right here. So now from here now, if you worked out to turn left, you're not turning left from here now.
Yeah.
You're going the wrong way. Okay. Which mirrors, which signal there? And park up anywhere safe on the left, please. Okay, so yeah, that was about 15 minutes of driving. So you said you were going to do 0 serious faults, and that was this one here now was going to be number 5. Yeah, how you feeling?
I don't know. I think that was a bit mad. That was a bit mad.
Right. So look, the key thing here is, you know what I picked up on today. Every time I ask you to follow something, you just like second exit, third exit, Okay, but that's not but that's not a direction, is it?
Yeah,
that's a number exit. So if you have in your head, I'm turning right at this roundabout, you're gonna know, okay, right hand lane. Okay, at the moment you're looking at the number exit, which is important. You got to know what number exit you're taking. But what I always say, know which way you're going. Are you turning left at a roundabout? Are you going straight? Or are you turning right? Yeah. So on these roundabouts that you're turning right at, this is the second roundabout that you, for turning right, you ain't going to use the right hand lane. Yeah. And all the roundabouts that we've turned right at, which lane have we always used on approach?
The middle, innit? No, the right, sorry.
Yeah. See,
right.
you got in your head the middle lane.
Yeah.
We haven't used the mid lane to turn right at any roundabout. Okay. There are, in some places, there are going to be roundabouts where you can use the middle lane. To turn right, but they're going to be clearly marked with the right arrow. But for now, what should you be thinking whenever you're turning right at a roundabout? Which lane?
Right hand lane.
That's it. Yeah. It's a really good start to the lesson with the maneuver. So you picked that up brilliantly, and then like now, this is what it's about now. You know, you driving independently and seeing where the faults are. Hopefully they don't happen again. Please watch the videos on the roundabouts again, and just understand on there exactly which lane and what number exit, and it's not going to take long to sort out. Next lesson, I'm going to show you the most difficult driving test route in Wolverhampton and get you prepared, because we haven't got long left now. Okay, right, any questions?
No.
Right guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.